Well, the global credit crisis is hitting Calgary's biggest construction project. More than a year after construction began on the Bow, the project has been caught up in that credit crunch. Construction will continue for now, but the financing needed to complete it, well, up in the air. Let's go to Tony Ty now downtown. And Tony, the company is looking at all options tonight.
Gord, this morning it was supposed to be just a routine business report, but when the company that's building the Bow released their third quarter financial statements, they said they were having financing problems. In fact, H&R Real Estate Investment says the current difficult economic conditions have hurt their financing. The company says they still don't have any financing for the rest of the Bow project. And the CEO summarized the problem when he spoke in a conference call to shareholders this morning.
But the real issue for us is construction financing. And as you can imagine, we continue to work with our bankers and remain optimistic that by the end of Q1 2009, we'll be successful in securing construction financing. The banks today are being very cautious, making smaller commitments, requiring higher credit spreads, and are taking no underwriting risk.
Now, what could happen? Well, H&R says that if they don't get the financing for the Bow project, they actually may have to sell off part of this building to somebody else. They may have to sell other company assets, or they could dip into a $200 million line of credit they have. But the CEO says he's still confident the Bow will be built on budget and on time.
Well, Tony, we know it's going to be such a jewel in the downtown skyline, really across the country as well. This can't be good news for the city, of course, trying to attract development.
Oh, for sure. We all know now in the past few months we've heard of 6 condo projects in Calgary that have all been stopped because of financing. Now the biggest project in the city's also been stopped. However, the head of our Economic Development Authority says you still have to look long term.
I think the markets will come back. It may take some time, and we're going to go through some short-term pain, but I think the people with a long-term vision, the companies that are looking at the opportunities in Alberta from a long-term standpoint, are going to still continue to look here, which may come in a more reserved and cautious approach.
Now the company that's building the Bow, H&R Real Estate Investment, says they hope to have their financing by sometime in the first 3 months of next year. And Canna, who's going to be the major tenant, says they're still planning to move in on time. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens over the next few months.
Thanks, Tony.
All right, Gordon.